Welcome back to What She Said and More. I am one of your hosts, Paige,
I'm Moira.
And I'm Emma.
and tonight we are delving into the world of the controversial TV show M.A.F.S. season 2025.
Season 12.
It's season 12. Now,
Yeah.
I have never watched MAFS before. So I
Me
had to
neither.
go onto the 9 Now app to binge watch this. And I was like, how are there 12 seasons already? And
I know.
and I've never watched one and I'm just getting into it.
So that's like
No,
a season a year yet. So it's
yeah,
been going for 12 years.
yes, it has.
Gosh.
Yes. I actually applied for M.A.F.S. It was a very long time ago when I
When did
had
you
very short.
apply?
Well, do you remember when I shaved my head?
Yes, for cancer?
Yeah.
Yes,
For the
yes. I shaved
donated your hair?
leukemia.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I shaved my head, and then I thought it'd be a great idea to apply for MAFS. Needless to
You had a
say,
shaved head.
I didn't make it on.
Surprising. That does surprise me.
I think that I would
Oh,
be like fantastic on there, but anyway, they're all
Oh.
missing out. Now
look,
let's get into.
season 2026 Paige.
I know, right?
We're signing you up, mate.
Challenge,
You are
Yeah.
you're getting out of this.
Oh, look, you guys could do it, and I would just like pull the rabbit out of my hat, okay?
Don't shave your head. Right, so
No,
let that be a
leave,
condition.
I'll leave my beautiful long locks. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
keep them this time.
Okay.
So let's delve into
yeah.
the first couple of episodes. Now there is already a season villain, and we will get to him.
Many.
Many,
Yeah,
many
I have
seasons.
there's many. There's my fuck faces on my list that I'd like to talk about.
Yeah.
Let me get
Now,
me notebook. So I've only watched episodes 1 to 4. And I have never seen MAFS before, so I don't know what's to come. So apparently there's a dinner where it all
oh,
shit
you are
goes down.
in for a roller coaster ride.
Right, well, Jesus, I can't even imagine how many pages that's going to take up. But so the first episode, we met quite a few of the ladies. So we met Lauren, who's 37, a business owner, Ahwina, who's 30, aged care worker, Jamie, 28, account manager. Then we met the guys, Elliot, 35, Dave, 36, who's a builder, Tony, 53, who's a charter captain, Billy from England, who's a plasterer, who's 31, Katie, 37, who's a CEO, and Marina, 57. Then we met Paul, 30, and Jake, 30, and Karina, 31. So that was all episode 1. So Lauren is the first one off the bat. And am I right in saying she's like a trad wife wannabe?
Yes, yeah.
Is that
So
what that
she
is?
wants to, yeah. So she really wants to have that traditional 1950s sort of, um, I am the female of the house and I am the homemaker, and then the husband be. But
Is that
she's
is that
very
just
well
code for
accomplished.
I don't want to go to work?
No. She's
No,
accomplished.
she has a
She is
business.
very accomplished. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I
She's
know
a very
she has a
accomplished
business,
woman.
but is that just code for I just don't want to work? Like that's me. Like this is
No,
just what I want to
no.
I
do.
don't think
And
so.
that's what she said. That's what she said. She has said that she's quite capable to look after herself, but when
Yeah.
it comes to the house, she wants to look after the house. She wants to be the homemaker and look after her husband. That's what she wants to do. Continue doing what she's doing in the outside world,
Here,
but the
here.
house is where.
You know what? You know what I love about that? Lauren has no fucking kids. Because
Yeah,
if Lauren wants to go to work full time and then keep a home and then raise kids, good fucking luck. Because I tell you what,
yeah.
when he walks in the door, you won't be pandering to his needs. Would you like a whiskey, darling? Oh, please
Oh,
please let me rub your feet. You'd be like, excuse me, you can get up there and bath those kids while I'm down here cooking the fucking dinner.
Well, that's
not
true.
only
That's
that
very
is,
true.
look, he's from the Goldie, right? What's his name?
Yeah.
Elliot.
Elliot.
Elliot the
Oof.
fucknut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do not like him.
Instantly. I don't even think the guys liked him.
No, just the look of him.
Yeah.
Look, he didn't float my boat. He wasn't. I don't find him
No.
attractive. So I absolutely hated the fact that he's had a dig at Lauren for having a brand handbag. Not only that, he lumped expensive holidays in with expensive handbags. he wants somebody that isn't high maintenance. I would call her, okay, she's a little bit high maintenance, and fucking let's just get started on her sister too. What's her name? Tamara.
Tamara.
Oh gosh,
She was
yes.
saying all the right things to get on another TV show. Like that was
Yeah.
her aim. Tamara, you're a bitch.
Yeah.
She
Look,
she loves the old screen time, doesn't she?
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And I think
Drama
that purely,
central,
yeah, I think that was her goal. She just wanted to get on. She wanted to be
literally.
known. She wanted to be remembered.
Yeah, and I think Lauren actually pointed that out as well. She is all sorts of unhinged, I believe she used
Mm.
the word unhinged about her own sister. Yeah, that was appalling, the way that she treated the people at the venue where they got married and threw around, I am the
Bride's
whoopty
sister.
bloody do.
Yeah, bride's
Yeah, the
sister.
bride's sister, whoopty bloody do. You're just a guest at the end of the day. The whole event is about the two people that have said I do. So
Yeah.
yeah, you get to be part of the bridal party just because. Like,
And they weren't talking days before. So I know this makes
yeah,
excellent ratings, but
yeah,
she could have swapped it out. She could have said, look, you know what? You're gonna ruin this. Don't
Here,
come.
no.
Because
So do you know what though? I think this is a very good test for Lauren because when Lauren actually gets
yeah.
married, she can be like, "Tamara, you had your chance."
This
Yeah,
is true.
that's right.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
right.
Because clearly it's all going really well for them.
I did love though when
Like,
Lauren was like, "Could you smile when you say that?" And she's like, "I
yes,
asked for a pescatarian meal and I didn't get one."
yes,
Look, I just picture Elliot as wanting a low maintenance surfy chick, bleach blonde hair, like
You know what
minimal
though?
makeup, fake
He's like,
tan.
so from the episode 1 to episode 2, and they were like 24 hours later, he had a completely different change of mind. Do you know why? Because he started to say, "So how old are you?" And she said
Yeah.
yeah, that's
37, and he
right.
was like, "My non-negotiables were."
Non-negotiables.
Do you know what I love though? He actually turned that into a value. They don't align with my
Yeah,
values.
yeah,
Your wife's age is not a value.
yeah,
Like that
that's
isn't.
right.
That's your non-negotiable. Like she has to be
Yeah,
25. Sorry, you want someone 10 years younger than you who
yeah.
will just do as you say and say as you want. Like, you
So
show up there
basically,
and
you
do
want a
this.
sub, is what you want.
Yeah.
You
want a
want someone
child.
who's very submissive to your wrath, basically.
Yeah.
And I'm calling it a wrath because there was no air for graces in there. Like there was no air to even step out of line. Like there was no way was he giving in any form. There is
be
no
fair,
giving from that man.
To be fair on Elliot though, the way Tamara acted would, if I was in his position, that would put a sour taste in my mouth as well, wondering, okay,
What's the
are
dynamic?
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Is she putting up a facade? Is she going to be just like her?
Well, then why not use that as one of the reasons that you're not into her? Instead
Yeah.
of saying it's because you're not aligned to my values, which one of them is being superficial about the fact that you've got expensive luggage and you are not as young as I want you to be.
And it's her money. She can spend it how she wants.
She could do it. She is a very strong, independent woman, and she's got every right to spend her money on whatever she wants. If that's luxury holidays and luxury bags, then go for it. Go for it, sister. You have earned it.
Yeah.
Do we feel sorry for her or do we like her? I actually don't really like her, even though she's had a tough trot the first few episodes. I don't know.
I think she has a very hard exterior, and I think that's
Yes.
I think having seen her sister, I think it's very understandable why she puts up that very hard front and is just kind of like, I will soften as you get to know me, as you start warming to me, I will start warming to you. I think that's what it is. I think Elliot is entitled to have high standards, right? So he's very much well within his rights to have that. But then why the fuck are you on this show? Like,
that's right.
I feel like he just went on that and they said to him, this is not a checkboxing situation. And I literally think that's what he thought it was.
Yeah.
And John literally said to him, "Are you going to give yourself to the experience?" Yeah, 100%. Bloody hate the word 100%, and I use it myself, and I'm like, I need to stop using it because
So-
it's like 100%,
Yeah.
and like 9 times out of 10, people don't even follow through with it. So
So do you think that this was him using
getting airtime, airtime.
Absolutely. So this
Yeah.
is what I reckon it was airtime to go, right, so if they're not going to match all my things, I'm just going to walk out of here. But I'll give it long
Yeah.
enough so that someone sees me and goes, I live on the Gold Coast and I'll be your 25-year-old submissive little blonde petite little thing.
Oh, so you think
Nah.
he's using it as a dating app for him,
Yeah.
like free
Yeah,
dating?
Look,
Yep. Or
look,
to plug his
let's be
business or
honest.
something.
Exactly. Let's be honest. MAFS is notorious for
He was
people
not
getting
giving.
on there and
Yeah.
going on for getting and going off the show, finishing the show and getting an OnlyFans account. Like,
Oh my God,
it's
okay.
notorious for that. But it's also notorious for plugging social media. That's basically what you get
Yeah.
your name
Or
out
your
there.
business.
People start to, or your business. You're plugging your business. And he literally is there for the wrong reasons.
Yeah. So I think it was
Yeah.
episode 3 that he started to talk about her and her not aligning with his values, and that being the comment about the bags and the holidays. And it's like holidays are non-essential. Mate, holidays make memories.
That's right.
It kind
That's
of
right.
is essential that, because otherwise you end up just being ships in the night, 9 to 5, like whatever it is.
That's right.
Days roll into one another. It's the holidays that make the memories, right?
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
too,
exactly
he's too
it.
into
So,
himself to realize that, though.
yeah. Do you
And I
want
think-
a girlfriend or do you just want a part-time lover? Like,
Yeah, he just wants someone to shag. That's it.
yeah.
And maybe events have, someone on his
Trophy
arm.
Someone
wife.
on your arm.
Yeah.
That's right.
2 words, escort service.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he wouldn't pay. Yeah. So that was her. Although I must say, so back to my notes. So in that first episode as well, though, I didn't love how Lauren called Jamie Boganic.
Yeah.
I didn't love that. I thought that was
No.
she was like, she's too loud and she needs to get her nails done or nails fixed. And I'm like, okay, so she's just reading an exterior, and she's
That's
the one who
right.
says, I put up a really hard exterior.
Yeah.
Which is where I kind of think that her and Elliot actually are very alike
Very
in some
judgy.
ways. And they probably, the
Are
experts,
too
match
alike,
well.
and that's probably why they don't get along. It's because they're too alike.
Yeah, possibly.
Elliot and Lauren got married, so should we talk about the other two who got married in episode
Yes.
1, which was Karina
Yes.
and Paul? And I loved, and the editing is
Absolutely.
amazing. I will premise it with the editing is amazing. But I loved that they both had those traditional values, and I was so rooting for them. I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Yes, they're going to go the distance until they finish the ceremony. She was like, what the fuck?
I know.
Yeah.
I was like, what? What's wrong? What happened? I know him. He ghosted me. Arsehole.
I know.
She is gorgeous too.
She's stunning. Oh my
let's
gosh,
just
she's
say
stunning.
So
the whole
gorgeous.
cast, well, the women are
Gorgeous.
beautiful.
Oh yeah.
Gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's the thing. Every season of MAFS, they've always got beautiful women.
Yeah.
Beautiful women.
Yeah, so I really loved Karina and Paul, and I was just like, yep, he's French, she's Italian. I don't know how that goes for like arguments or chemistry, but
Oh, look, do you know what?
I
They
think
can
there'd be
yell
a lot
at
of
each other
arguments.
and it still
reckon?
sound hot.
yeah, because she might start swearing at you in French, and you'd be like, what'd you say to me? What'd you say to me? Like all the Friends actions.
That's right. Yeah.
I actually, okay, I like how their relationship's progressing,
Yeah.
but I don't believe Paul. I don't think he is genuine, and I think he's very
really?
smooth. I think he's very
comes
smooth.
across,
French.
yeah.
He's French.
See, we're just bagging out Goldies, Frenchmen, like all these people.
Who do we like?
Yeah, I don't think he's genuine. I think there's definitely obviously sexual attraction. They've met each other before they dated, but I don't think he was interested. And I don't care if somebody has something going on in their life. If they're on a dating app and are actively trying to meet people, you can't use that as an excuse of I'm not ready. That's why I ghosted you.
Well, look, we can't delve into the world of people's brains because we don't understand each and everyone's brains. And I can understand the whole ghosting thing because if you're in a dark
Because you've
place
done it.
and you're going through stuff and you think that you're able to go there and have that moment with that person, but you really check yourself and go, actually, no,
And it's not
this
like
is
she's
not
not
going
attractive. It's not
to
like he's gone, oh, look, she's a
exactly.
5 out of 10. I'll just
Yeah,
ghost her. No.
she's
Yeah.
absolutely stunning.
You're bad
And so
mate.
I think it's you sort of gotta really be comfortable with yourself to say, I'm just not going to go there. Yet I've done a shit thing and I've ghosted this beautiful woman or man, and that's what we've done.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
the
Look,
universe has literally realigned them, and you never know where it's going to go from now. Like they could have just realigned the most perfect couple. It could be another Jules and Cam story, success story, in all
No idea who
honesty.
that is.
And if you
yeah.
don't know who that is, you need to go back and watch. I'll get back to you on what season it is. But Jules and Cam, they have got two beautiful kids now. Like they are one of the biggest success stories.
But had they dated previously?
No.
No. See, I think that
He comes across as
he's
very
smooth.
suave.
Yeah, yeah. And he knew how to backpedal. He knew what to say, when to say it,
Yeah.
who to say it to. And she's just gone, okay,
Yeah.
you're attractive. I find you got all the values that I want. We'll give it a second go, which, okay, I'm all for second goes. And I really hope that it does work out between them because
Yeah.
as the show progresses, they're
I
one
have
of
high
my favorite.
hopes. I have
Yeah,
high
Yeah.
hopes. I particularly love the moment where her aunt, when she saw Paul, was like, oh, he's hot.
Yes.
And the groomsmen were like, I want to marry him after he read those vows.
Yes.
And they're like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. So that was,
Yeah.
So that was episode 1. So when we moved into episode 2, who did we meet? Oh,
Jamie and Dave.
I have in my notes after episode 1, fuck Elliot right off. He's out if he doesn't find her attractive. I feel nothing on my wedding day and I'm out of here. And I just wrote, fuck Elliot right off.
Yeah, no, he
Didn't
came
like him
across
from the
as
start.
a real, nah,
Yeah.
he came across as a real bad guy.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
he will come back on the show because that's what will happen. It's good TV,
Yeah.
but he has shown his true colors too
Yeah.
early in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
Yeah.
Elliot.
So episode 2, we had Dave and Jamie, so the builder, and Jamie was
They
the accounts
are
manager.
beautiful. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we had Katie and Tim. Okay. So I love how Jamie was like, a red flag in a man is a man who drives a hatchback. I loved her. She is just so, this is me.
Genuine,
Yes.
down
Yeah.
to earth. She's not
Yeah.
bogan, whatever the word was, which isn't a real word.
Organic.
Don't try and bring that. It's not a real word.
No.
No.
Yeah, no, Jamie, I absolutely love her. And
Yeah.
Dave is
So
he really is a gentle giant.
I love him.
He really is.
I love him.
He's beautiful. He's a
Yeah.
beautiful person. And again, it comes down to editing, but I think that he's a very beautiful person. And I think that the experts have done a really good job.
Pairing.
Also, if I'm ever to get onto MAFS,
We'd like a Dave for Paige, please.
like a Dave.
So my favorite thing that
He
she said,
wants
she
a
was
20
like,
to lifer.
I love how she said, I want a husband that I'm just as happy to see as I am coconut water. And I love coconut water. And you know when
Yeah.
you look at your coconut water and you're like, thank God you're here. And I can't wait to have that feeling with my husband. I loved
Yeah.
that.
I'm like, that was
the,
chocolate.
the editing was so good. And then she's like, God, you're so tall, I'm gonna climb you like a tree.
I know.
I loved her. Loved her. I thought she was
Yeah. And
hilarious.
you're clearly too tall to fit in a hatchback.
That's right. And then
Yeah.
she just asked just to double check. So you don't have a hatchback, do you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he is
Love
a
it.
proper little softie, like, isn't he? I love that
Really
relationship,
is.
that phone call that he had with
Yes.
his dad, and that's really sad he couldn't be there, but
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
Yeah.
that.
Agreed.
And I love that the mums at the end were like, "Oh my God, are they great together?" Like,
Perfect match. Yes.
And
So
yeah,
the
cute.
that's
mums were
right.
even into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they seem to get along. And I feel
Yeah.
like, external family dynamics are also important, particularly
Hmm.
if they're going to continue their relationship after the show.
Yeah, oh, look, I really enjoyed Dave, and you know what I loved about him actually was at the first episode where Elliot was like, "What's my type?" "Oh, well, how long have you got?" And Dave was like, like, "Oh, he's a proper tosser," and I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
"See, you called it. See," and so
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
loved that
And so
about him.
did Billy. Billy said that as well. We'll meet Billy in a second, but
Yeah,
Billy said exactly the same thing. He's like,
yep,
he goes, all the guys here seem like really like candid gents. Well, most of them. And they
Yeah.
flashed to Elliot.
Yeah.
yes, I loved that.
That's
I
right.
love that. That was perfect. So they all knew. But yeah, I'm
Yeah.
really keen to see how Dave and Jamie go. And I think they are
Yeah.
so good for it. Like he is like the soft and like the quiet, but really caring and
Exactly.
nurturing and protecting and cuddly. And she is just like,
Yes.
I'm gonna bring you out of yourself. Like
That's
Yeah. Yin and
right.
they're
yang.
the
She's
yin and yang perfect couple. I
perfect.
loved it.
Perfect.
Yeah. Good
Exactly. Yeah.
match.
I'm rooting
Really
for
good
them. I think
match.
they've done a really good job with setting them up.
Yeah. And
Hmm.
then we had Katie and Tom. I love, like, my notes on Katie. Love already, great heart, hard relate for some people. Loved
Mm.
Katie.
Do you
Oh
know
my
I'm
God.
not.
what? I feel for Katie because, as you guys know,
Mm.
I've been single for about 13 years now.
Yep.
And I do feel as though a lot of times people just judge me for my size. And I think
That's
that's exactly what Katie has explained. And there's a lot of Australia that's going to be able to relate to her story.
well.
1000%.
So I kind of delved into that because I completely back Katie 100% because I know that's because I've been there. Like you and I, Paige, we've both been slim. We're both curvy now, and
Mhm.
I feel that people look at you the same way, don't give you the same respect, don't even if you've got a pretty face, like they don't even look at you because of your size. And she is a truly beautiful woman inside
She
and
is.
out.
Yeah. Very
Um,
accomplished as well.
yeah, absolutely. And
Heart
I just,
with the business that she delves into.
That's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Hmm.
I find it really hard, to be honest, if I'm watching Tim and Katie because of what he is putting her through. Like he's no bloody handsome guy. He's probably my least attracted to in
Yeah.
that whole thing. And that's not because he's a heavier set man. It's I don't know, he just doesn't exude shiny light. I don't know. He has nothing about him that makes me want to go, oh, you're a nice person, you're attractive.
I don't have an age on Tim. What age is Tim?
34, I think.
You see? And see, this interests me
Maybe.
because you would think that, and I completely agree with the points that you're making about how people judge you. And I guess that's the whole dating apps thing, is they really do just judge you by an image.
Yep.
But I would have expected more from older men. Well, I don't know if I do actually, but I expect more from older people. Because I
Mm,
feel like you go, I'm obviously coming with some baggage. I'm in my late 30s or whatever age you are, like towards your late 30s, and you go, well, I'm probably coming with some baggage or something, and I understand now, different to what I was when I was 18, 19, 20, 21. Like that was
Hmm.
probably all looks and do you go clubbing and all that stuff, what do you do in the weekend? Do you want to go to the beach and all that sort of stuff? When you're in your
Hmm.
30s, it becomes less about your looks. Let's don't forget, looks fade. Okay.
38. He's 38.
38. There you go. So
oh, come on.
your looks fade. It's more about your compatibility when you get
Hmm.
older.
Yeah.
So
But I
the
think
fact that
one
he
if you
doesn't
meet
have that ability to go there and think, okay, she's not the short Why he was short, I have no idea. She's not the short, petite, blonde or brunette that I asked for, but what else is she? And he hasn't, from the editing, again, it's the editing, he has not asked her any questions about her.
No
And
questions.
that annoys me. It's like, so
Yeah.
you can't say you're trying because in the editing, it doesn't even look like you're asking her questions like, what do you enjoy? What do you do? Tell me a bit more
Yeah.
about you. What's your home life? What's your family life? Like, what's your parents
Yeah.
like? Nothing.
Mhm. And
If we're
again,
going to be in it, we need to get to know each other.
Right?
yeah, I think he's going to be a snake and try and pull the wool over people's eyes, particularly in
yeah.
dinner parties and things like that, and say that he's the one
The nice
that's
guy.
the nice guy. Again,
And she
that
completely
is
called
what,
it on him. She was like, I think that you saying you don't have the spark is a cop out.
Yeah.
100%. And he was, I swear he was gaslighting her. So I'm skipping
Yeah.
forward a few
big,
episodes in when they
big
were in Tasmania
time.
on their honeymoon. And he was like, he said something about, I know I haven't heard, I know it's not me, it's like, it's you. And I was like, hold on, no, mate, it is 100% you. You were making her feel like that. She
Yeah,
might
That's
have
right.
and
felt
it's
like
his,
this is rejection. Yes, but you are actually making her feel like that also.
Yeah.
his
And
body
it
language. Like, it's not even his
so
words. It's his,
closed.
he's like,
So
yeah,
closed.
Yeah.
yeah,
When she was like that, you can't
Yeah,
tell me you can't muster up the strength to give a wee peck on the
that's
cheek to
right.
someone.
And
that's right.
recoiling when she gives you a hug. Come on, mate.
Yeah. Or
Mm.
like
Come
doing that.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can I,
wiping
she
his
is,
lips. What was that about?
yeah,
A
I
proper
know.
he's a
That was,
proper man child. Proper
Yeah.
man
yeah,
child.
Yeah.
yes.
Like
Can I
throwing
just
his
say,
hands in the pockets, throwing his toys out of the pram. Like I didn't get my short blonde, like petite
Yeah.
little. Like I'm sorry, but maybe a short blonde petite woman doesn't want a 38-year-old big man.
Man child.
Man child, you are very much entitled to have a wish list of people. But remember, those people also need to like you in return. So you can't turn around and go, I would like all of these things, but this is what they get.
Mm,
yeah,
that's right. And I think it was very much going back to gaslighting,
Oh,
how he was saying it's not about superficial. It's not about superficial. And
next
yet
minute.
everything that he was talking about was superficial.
Yep.
And she's like,
100%.
you've not done anything to try and get to know who I am.
Yeah.
What do you need from me?
Yeah, and his face, you could see his face drop the moment he saw her. He
Yeah.
looked so upset. And
Yeah.
what got me, and actually, like, I had some tears. Like, I was just on a roller coaster of fuck Tim, fuck Elliot,
Yeah.
and oh my God, poor Katie. Because
Yeah.
the moment she was in that wedding dress and she was like, it's not supposed to happen this way. You're meant to fall in
Yes.
love, then do it. But nobody will fall in love with me. So I feel like a fraud. Oh, my heart broke. Yeah, and so I just want to add this bit on Tim. I think his friends liked Katie more than Tim liked Katie. I think they were like, she is great for him. Her speech,
Yeah.
I love that she was like, and I promise not to have an OnlyFans account. I'm like, I think she would be great crack. Like,
Yes. Yes.
and I think his friends were like, yes, this is what he needs. This is not what he wants, but this is exactly what he needs.
That's
Yeah.
right. And that's where a lot of good relationships blossom, is where this is not what I want, but it's what I need.
Yeah.
And he just needs to allow her in. Well, actually, she doesn't. She doesn't need to. She doesn't need him.
She's too good for him.
No.
She's way too good for him.
Absolutely.
but it's an
Absolutely.
experiment, and I guess it'd be nice to see them get along or work through it.
I think that she should come on to next season's, because she deserves so much better treatment than what she's
Yeah.
getting currently. And there are going to be a gazillion men out there looking at her going, she's the complete package.
Yeah. So in comparison, though, I think Elliot was just very upfront about how he is just an arsehole, and
Yeah.
this is what he wants, and he just wants what he wants. And I
Yeah.
think Tim is an undercover arsehole who is pretending to be the sweet, lovely guy who is giving her a chance, and good for him. Tap on the back for him for giving her a chance when this is just not
Yeah.
what he wanted.
Because
No,
I think
mate, you're a dick.
he actually states that, I want to let her in. I
I
want
don't
to,
judge a book by a cover. Fuck
yeah.
off.
I think he's trying to talk himself into, he's trying to convince himself that he's not the arsehole that he actually is. I think
Yeah,
that's what he's trying to do.
He's trying
that
to
he's
find a
actually
way to not make
portraying.
himself look like the arsehole that he is.
That's
I don't think
right.
he's trying to talk himself around at all. I think it is all image for him. I think he realizes, wait, hold on a second, there's a camera in front of my face, and everyone's going to be watching this and thinking you're an arsehole. So I have to find a
Yeah,
way of being like, oh, it's just not this. It's the spark. It's the spark. Ask her a fucking question, and then tell me it's the spark.
that's right. That's
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly
mate,
it.
she
Yeah,
she honestly, she deserves so much better. I'll be your friend.
yeah,
You don't need a
yeah,
friend, you need a man, but I'll be your friend.
yeah, exactly. We'll be your group of
I
friends.
love her.
We got
Yes.
you, sister.
Right.
Katie, come play with us in
Yeah.
our game.
Do
You
you
can
know
be
what
part
she
of our
needs?
game.
Katie.
Do you know what she needs? She needs a revisit to Cradle Mountain. She should come and visit you, Paige.
That's right. Come down to Tassie.
She would have way better time with you.
I'm not into
Mhm.
girls, but we would have a cracking girls' weekend.
I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like she would have way more fun with you. But
That's right.
moving along. Okay, so episode 3, they're all on their honeymoon. So we've got Dave and Jimmy in Daydream Island. We have Elliot
Yeah.
and Lauren on Fraser Island. We have Katie and Tim in Taz. And Tim is still a dick who just wanted a free holiday. That's what I've written.
Yeah, yeah, literally. Do you
Why would
still
you
want to
go?
go on this after the discussion that we had last night? Do you still want to go on the honeymoon?
Yeah. The
I
answer,
kind of
Tim.
don't,
The
but I
answer, Tim,
kind of
is
want to go to
no.
Tassie.
Yeah, exactly. He just
Yeah.
wanted a free holiday. So yeah, that was my comment. Tim is still a dick who just wanted a free
Yeah.
holiday. So they were all on their honeymoon, and then we had Edwina and Adrian, who's the twin, and then she's the mum of the little boy, who had
Who's also a twin,
who's also a twin.
but one
So-
of each got married.
So she had a boy to her ex, and they had been together since she was 15 until she was 30.
Yeah.
Now, I completely get that. There's no way you are the same person when you're 15 to the same person you are at 30. So that
Yeah.
is you are a few different lives in between that. So the fact that they spent
Exactly.
15 years together and had a child in between, I give them props for that.
Yeah.
And I love that she says that's the best part of her. Like
Okay,
being
That's right.
so can I just touch on that? Because I have a note here that says, if being a mum is the best thing about you, then why was it not in your vows?
That's a very good
Right?
point.
Because she kept saying, it's the best thing about me. If that's the best thing about you, then why did you not bring it up in your vows?
Yeah.
You can't tell me that's not
That's
the time
right.
or the place, because it's like,
No,
this is me,
that's
this is who
right.
I am. The best
Because
thing
then
about
it
me,
left-
I'm a mum.
Yeah, there was a huge void, and then her mum ended up
Yes.
bringing it up, which just added fuel to the fire, like
Yeah.
for him.
So I hope that they, although I have a question mark against him, I don't know how I feel about him.
I don't
He-
know either. I'm a bit
it's-
on the fence.
That's right. I think he brings up a lot of fair, valid points, in the fact that he's saying he doesn't know how he's going to feel.
Oh, so no,
Um,
my question mark on him was way before all that. So my question
Yeah.
mark on him was at the very start. But I
think-
completely understand what he's saying.
And I think that's also appearance, but to me, he looked like tough, and she looks gentle. I don't know whether it's just that they don't look.
But rough and rugged and soft and gentle,
I hope we-
opposites attract.
I hope we find
Opposites
out more
attract.
about him, because I feel like he made a comment about, I've spent a lot of time, bettering myself and doing a lot of self, like, looking inwards and stuff. So I'm interested to find
Yeah.
out a bit more. And maybe they don't go into it, I'm not sure. But I'm interested to go deeper with him and find out what his background
Yeah.
was, how he's got to this place. And good on him for being an entrepreneur and doing whatever he's doing.
Exactly. Yeah.
like, he's got
E-commerce,
ambition.
like he was.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they'll go, but I do appreciate his honesty going, look, I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. I've never, he's obviously never been in a situation where that situation has happened for him, where a friend,
Yeah.
being with someone. But again, and look, I don't know what his age is, but she's 30. So they are still
I
quite
think they're
young.
both around the same age, aren't they?
Yeah. So yeah, well, he
Mhm.
hasn't got any kids, and I think he was like, I wanted that first to be the first for both of us.
Yeah.
Again,
Understandable.
Everyone has different abouts, and please don't take this out of the wrong in the wrong vein that it's meant. Everyone comes with different amounts of baggage.
yeah.
Kids are not baggage per se. they're a beautiful creation between something that was beautiful at one time. Um, and not everyone is single without kids.
Yeah, that's it. And I think the whole point is you obviously can't find someone, which is why you're on MAFS, is because you're like, if I'm going on this experiment, and I assume the only reason you've gone on MAFS is because you've exhausted all options yourself. So to go on MAFS and then to be partnered with someone who has a kid, which is something that you're very uncomfortable with, then you obviously have to look and go, okay, well, obviously there's a reason why they put us together. What is that?
Exactly.
And maybe I can see past her having a 6. I think he's 6. I'm not sure. Maybe
Yeah.
I can see past her having a son. Maybe that will, bond us together and move it along quicker, because I know that the older you get, the quicker you move through relationships, because it's just very easy to
Yeah.
write people up and go, nope, that's my non-negotiable. No,
Yeah.
move along. So, and then we also saw Billy and Sierra get
I
married.
like Billy.
They have
I
great
like them
banter.
both.
They have
Oh my
great banter
gosh,
together,
they do.
don't they?
They really do. I think they're another really well-matched couple.
Yeah.
They're one of my favorite couples at the moment.
Yeah.
I think they've
I
got a
love
genuine connection, and they're both open
Yes.
to the experiment, and I think that's going to do well for them.
Yeah, I really loved how he got down on one knee.
Yeah.
He's
I thought that was
really
very
cute. Like
cute.
typical Englishman, right?
Yeah.
He's
Do you not think, though, that he looks like the guy from Baby Reindeer?
I've
I
not
can't
watched
say
Baby
I've seen
Reindeer.
it. No.
Maybe
Not
it's
watched
just me.
it.
Maybe it's just
No.
me.
I think he needs a new haircut, but
Oh,
that's
yeah.
probably about it.
I think that's what's giving me the Baby Reindeer vibe,
Yeah.
maybe.
It's like a modern bowl cut.
But yeah, up to episode 3, I think Dave and Jamie were my favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
They're
then
definitely the standout.
And then episode 4 brought us Jake, who's 30, the PE teacher, and Ashley, 34, the dance teacher. Now,
I love them.
I have love
Yes.
fun. I love these two as a
She's very
match.
beautiful. She's
She
very
is.
beautiful.
I think he is so cute. Like,
Yes.
I just think they are a great match. I'm so
Yeah.
excited for these two.
Yes, me
I don't
too.
have much to say about them at the moment because it's just easy. It's easy to watch.
Yeah.
And there's not been too much about them yet. But I don't think they're going to have too many dramas. I think they're pretty
I
both
don't
laid
think
back.
so.
I think he
Exactly.
is fun and he is quirky and he
Yeah.
is just he is 30, so he's a young guy who just is confident being different.
Yeah,
Suddenly
I
30
love it.
I
vibes
love
going
his
on there.
shirts.
I love the
I love his
shirts.
shirts.
Yeah.
He's loud and he's proud.
I love that you love the shirts because you're wearing a shirt that is hilarious.
He's pumped.
Love it.
Love
I
it.
just love it. And then so in episode 4 we also had Jeff, 39, and Ree, who's 34. And
Yeah.
I have a comment here that says the pickings must be so small that 2 couples already know each other.
That's right.
So they had previously dated.
That's right.
I know.
Yes.
We've
We've touched
dated.
on, yeah,
We've
touched
they've
on
dipped
dating in
cucumbers.
conversations before.
Yes.
And like how slim the pickings are. And that just shows it, right?
Yep.
Yep, and then I also have Tim
Yep.
is annoying. So he's still annoying me
Tim
in
is
episode
annoying.
4.
Still annoying.
Yeah. Oh, I can't stand him. I can't stand him. He's a snake in the grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But-
I don't like him. Don't like him at all. I don't like what he's trying to pretend to stand for. It's unauthentic.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. And then obviously by episode 4, a few of them had already done the date and consummated their marriage.
Consumed.
There might be a
I'm
lot of
sure they
consuming.
consumed something.
Charts. Yes. So I didn't watch episode 5. Have you guys seen episode 5? What did I miss?
There's Tony and
So
I
he's the
forget what her
captain.
name is.
Marina?
Yeah.
Marina, that's it. I think that
Yeah.
they're really good. I think
I
that they're
think-
really good.
I did not
Um,
like his cousin. Okay, so he's very close with his
Yes.
cousin. And his first cousin sat there and he was sitting in the corner and he looked
He was the one in
really
the blue
sour.
suit, right?
I can't recall this color, but yeah, he had dark hair. And
Yeah.
he was sitting in the corner in the dark, and he looked sour, and
Yeah.
he pulled Tony aside, and he's like, I just need to talk to you about this. And he said, don't you think you should be awarded a younger bride? He said, you're a good looking fella.
Awarded.
Awarded was his words. He said, you're a good looking
He,
fella.
he
You're
must be
50
mixed
years
with Tim
old.
and Elliot.
I know.
Them.
But
Can I
like,
just
you
point out
deserve.
that all these men have to put up with is maybe the woman doesn't look like how they envisioned, and maybe the woman has a child, and all of the bullshit that these men have been saying in these 4 or 5 episodes, it's just bullshit. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know if I could put up with the baggage of a child, or I don't know if I could date someone who's, taller than what I expected. I expected a short person and a petite person. Meanwhile, we have to put up with dickheads going, shouldn't you be awarded a trophy wife?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
that's right.
Exactly. But
Can I just say, Marina is amazing. So
she is amazing.
she was in she was married for a long time, and she has 2 children
29
to that.
years.
And
Loveless
she said that,
marriage.
yeah, she said it was a loveless marriage, and it wasn't great. She has a son that she is a full-time carer for, and he is so proud of it. He's like, my mum
Yes.
built me a house, my own house.
Yes. She's into fitness. She's a DJ. Like, she's just
Yeah, she
freaking
DJs.
cool. She's bloody cool.
I love Tony as well,
Yeah.
because he said to his cousin when his cousin pulled him aside, no, she's a beautiful woman. Age is just a number. I'm older now. I need to not
Companionship.
worry about things like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's
that's right.
companionship. So I just
Yeah.
have a note. Tony 53, charter captain. House is perfectly preserved, was one of the things he said.
Yes.
The old generation held it together. So I love that he said perfectly preserved, which means
Yes.
a Reno has not touched this house.
That's
It
right.
definitely has not.
The original
still got
features are still there.
He's a man
Can
of
I
my
just-
heart. He's got the chooks in the backyard.
I know, I saw
Yes.
that. I saw
Can
that.
I just say that Tony's cousin is the older male version of Tamara.
Oh, yeah, he did want his little 2 cents worth.
Yeah.
Do you think Elliot and Tamara would know? Because Tamara's too talkative for him. She's too outspoken for him.
Yeah, she
But
doesn't also keep a house. She doesn't keep house.
Wonder
we
if
don't
Tim,
know.
I wonder
We
if
don't
Tim
know
would have
that.
gone Tamara. He definitely would have.
Well,
Oh,
yeah.
Tim definitely would have gone tomorrow.
She could have been an absolute nightmare, which she
Yeah.
clearly was from editing, and he would have still been like, "Oh my God, I'm so excited."
Perfect. I'm
Yeah.
so in love with her already.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
And who was the other couple?
But
Ashley and
it's
Jake.
that mentality as well of the older generation kept it together. Like they held it
Yeah.
together. Like his parents were together for so many years. But
Yeah.
it's so true. It's like, no, we're not just going to throw in the towel and throw the D word around divorce. We're going to work on it, and we're just going to
That's
keep going,
right.
getting
And I
through
think
it.
that's right. And I think that and divorce is so easy nowadays. Like you have the slightest argument or disagreement, and next thing you know, you're getting divorced because, it didn't make the bed properly.
Yeah.
That's not something to get divorced over. Yes, I do actually understand and appreciate that there are legitimate reasons for divorce,
Mm-hmm.
but sometimes it's just a cop out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did I miss anyone else? Did anyone else get married or anything else happen there? Or is Tim's just still a dick?
Tim is still a dick.
Tim's still a dick. Who's your least favorite so far?
I think
Tim.
I would.
Tim.
Do you know
Yeah.
what? I would take Elliot over Tim. Like Tim is the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Look,
because
it's
Elliot's
hard to
honest about-
Elliot's like, I have high standards. I know what I'm like. I know what I'm coming across as. And
Okay,
I
let's
make no
just say-
apologies for it.
It is
He has no
okay
idea
to
what he
have high
wants.
standards.
Yeah.
It is great to have high standards. Paige, you've said a number of times you've got high standards. That's good, but don't be a dick about it.
Yeah.
That's right.
And
That's
be
exactly
open.
it.
Be open to
Just be like,
different.
I know I have so high standards, but actually, just what I really want was a 25-year-old. Like, I just wanted a blonde 20 or whatever color hair, 25-year-old. Like, just like.
I just find it really irritating at the fact that he said that he didn't have a type. I don't have a type, and
Or
yet
Tim. Yeah.
he's drawn to petite brunettes or
But if I
blondes.
did have a type, she would be short and she would be petite and she would have
Right,
either blonde hair or brown hair. Yeah. So you don't
mate,
have
you
a
have a
type.
type.
Yeah.
You have a type,
Because
mate,
you're
and
not
that's
even
what it
giving
Yeah.
this one a
is.
chance. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I
Exactly.
don't know who he thought he was pulling the wool over with that fucking green beanie, but he wasn't pulling the wool over anyone's eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like him.
Mm-mm.
I'm not sure if you can tell, but I really don't like him.
Yeah. I don't
Don't
like
hold
Tim.
back. Tell me how you're really feeling.
Yeah. So what's the
Um,
next stage? So what is the stage after this? So there's a dinner.
So
What is the
the
dinner?
next stage is where the drama ensues.
Great.
The next stage is
Do you think
the
Elliot will
dinner
be there?
party.
yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, do
And
they like
if he is, it's going that will it's
He'll be
woof,
best friends with
bombs are
Elliot.
going to go off. Bombs are going to
so
go off, I
so I
reckon.
don't understand. I haven't really watched it either. So the dinner is that like all the guests come together.
The dinner party is where all of the brides and
Couples.
grooms come together and they partake in a beautiful dinner. They have, first of all, they have a meet and greet where they come in and they sit all on the lounges and they drink their wines and beers and ciders and all that sort of stuff. And then this beautiful little, well, last year it was a French man comes out and he dings the glass and says, "Dinner is served." And so they all go into the dining room
And Paul can
and
translate that for everyone.
They've already got the token French guy this year.
that's right, yeah. So then they all go into the dining room and they have discussions. And sometimes those discussions become very heated.
Right.
Heated debates.
And so
Yes.
when do they sit in front of the experts?
That is usually on a Sunday night.
Great.
So
Okay, so
after they've had the second week when they've had that time together, like they've had enough time together to start to see each other's nuances and dynamics and all that sort of stuff, then they go to the couch and the experts have that discussion with them around how they're feeling in their marriage. Is there anything that's coming up? Let's explore that a bit more, and so on and so forth. And they also do a lot of calling out for gaslighting and stuff like that.
yeah. So
Mhm.
that's where I think Elliot will be. Does he have to show up to that?
Yeah, I think so. And then the experts will say, "Do you want to stay or do you want to leave?" And they have these little cards, and they do this whole pondering session, like showing all the brides and grooms contemplating over their decision as to whether or not they're going to stay. And then when they come in and they have that discussion, and the experts say, "So what's your decision?" And they show these cards that will either say stay or leave.
But
Righto.
if he says leave and she says stay, do they have to stay?
They have to stay for another week.
Ha!
All right.
I'd be totally doing that to piss him off.
And do they
Nope,
get
not
like
anywhere.
more holidays and things? Well, I
Yeah, so
suppose
they've got to go. They've got to go on adventures, and do different things to get to know each other. So as long as they're getting to know each other, then that's fine. But if, for instance, if they're being strung along and the experts can see that the other person is just staying for the sake of staying, then the experts will say, "Nah, that's not fair.
They'll call
We're
it.
not going to." Yeah, because
Great.
of the actions that have happened, we don't think that it's appropriate for you to stay.
that'll be a
Mhm.
Tim.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I'm
yeah,
calling it.
yeah, exactly. Ugh, ugh.
Do you think anyone will
No.
partner swap? Do they
Can they
do
do?
that?
Oh, it's very controversial.
Is that
It's
cheating?
yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah. And there has
Yes, because
been
they're married.
instances of cheating in previous seasons. But you girls will just have to go back and watch those because I'm not going to give you the down low on those.
Listen,
I've
I have
got
to get
too
through
much
this
on. I've
season.
got a book to read.
Yes, we do have a book to read too. But I think that's going to draw us to a close for tonight. I do believe that our next catch up on MAFS, all things MAFS, will probably be after the dinner party, the elusive, exclusive dinner party where everyone gets together and hell will ensue. So thank you very much for coming and joining us while we discuss all things MAFS. And you've been listening to What She Said. Bye.
Bye.